What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. I am here, out here. It is 84 degrees today, guys. Wow, what a warm day. Well, the plan is for today, I'm going to sit there. I don't know if I'll record it, I might. But, I'm going to do my normal walk here. And then I'm going to sit there and I'm going to walk to the pond and do that. It's a really nice day today. I really like it out here. But yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna walk, do my walk, go this way, and yeah, and see what happens. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. A lot of people in my area want to go to Summersville Lake because that's where the water's at and stuff, and I don't blame them. Splash around just a little bit. Well, I have a story to tell you guys today. So if you could, like and comment, subscribe if you are new, and let's get on with this video. So today's story is about baby bats, and this story involves me and it involves Hannah. She didn't know about it, but she will now because of this video. But so let's get started with the video. So, well, it was 2 in the morning. Actually, it might have been like, 1:30, almost 2 in the morning. Like another 30 minutes would have been 2 a.m. I sat there and I was talking to her, and this was literally exactly last night. Because the night before, there was a full-grown adult bat. I don't know if it was a male or a female bat. I wasn't for sure. I saw it at 3 a.m. sitting on a branch above me. And it was just sitting there peacefully, and it was a full moon, so it made sense. But this time, I sat there, and I actually sat there and I was playing Minecraft, like you do, like I do anyway. And well, let me adjust my phone. Yes, I can try to get my hand comfortable. So basically, what happened was I was sitting playing Minecraft, talking to Hannah, as usual, which is always cool. We have good chats about stuff. And I sat there, and I said, hey, I can hear a noise outside the door. Like in my head, I thought that. I didn't say it to her. Like, from my house, you can sit there and you can basically hear the road. Like you can hear the highway now. Well, that's how it is when you're sitting in the house. Like, cars can be really loud sometimes, and you can hear them on the road when you're sitting inside the apartment, right? Well, the sound barrier for the door is not that loud, so you can hear any noise that you can hear through the door. Well, I'll tell you what happened. So I heard this noise in my head. I thought, I didn't say it out loud to her, but in my head I thought, I hear a noise. And you know what it was? I heard squeaking. And it couldn't have been like mice or whatever, but I don't think it was, because does this make sense? The squeaking sounded higher up. You know what I mean? Like, the sound of the squeaks were higher up. And it either sounded like a bat or a mouse or something, right? Or mice. Because it sounded like more than one. Well, I sat there, and I literally just, not even joking with you, I literally just thought, oh, okay. And it was up in the air. Plus, I heard flapping. Because at first I was like, oh, maybe it's mice or something. You know, in the gutter or something. I don't know. You never know. But no, you know what it was? I heard flapping, so it was baby bats. That's right, it was baby bats. And they were flapping. There was more than one, so there was like maybe 2 or 3 of them, maybe 4. And they were squeaking near the door. Because people keep their porch lights on. It reminds them, I think, of the moon, and they get attracted to, I know they like dark. That was the only light source that there is like when people's porch lights are on, right? And they might get attracted to it. Because everybody knows things that are attracted to darkness also need light too, so maybe they were attracted to and our porch wasn't on, like our porch light wasn't on. It was someone else's, but I think they saw the light, and they might think it's a tiny moon, you never know. Because it was a full moon out, and usually whenever it's a warm night, don't have to be all the time, but when it's like a really cold night or a really warm night, there'll be bats just flying around our apartments, like everywhere. So, and they're fun to watch because I've seen a bat in real life. They're pretty cool. Probably their body is like as long as like my hand. And their wingspan is probably like the size of my hand. So, yeah. But anyway, I sat there. And, I just, yeah. I thought it was really cool. If she doesn't see this video, I'll tell her about it. That's what I was hearing last night. Oh, and I didn't get to record it. So this will be added into the story time video. But, well, memory video, whatever you want to call it. Memory time. But basically speaking, I went over there yesterday, like right over there, and I'm actually going to walk toward that way because it's a bit more daylight and I have more time to walk over there, maybe a little bit further if I want to. So I walked over there. This was in broad daylight, and it's happening more frequently as well. I would hear, because I've told on YouTube before about this ghost train. So does Dad, and so does my friend's dad, Josh, and a bunch of other people. And our neighbor, Dina, and there's a bunch of other people that they say they can hear this, like, train whistle. Well, I hate to break it to anybody. Yes, there is trains in West Virginia. However, there's none around where I live. So, see all this area? See all those hills and all the tree line around this area? nowhere around this area, around here, anywhere around this entire circle, there is no railroad tracks. There is no railway tracks at all. There's none. Here's the thing. I wonder though, and if anyone's like an expert on like the state of West Virginia, please comment below, because everyone keeps asking about like people that live in my area, like of the apartments, or live at the apartments, they hear it too. So it has to be real. Here's my question though for the audience, right? Here's my question. Was there a train in like the 1800s, or maybe even late as 1900s, that ran around this area and they just like stopped? Like the railroad tracks, did they like take them out and stop all the trains or something in the early 1800s, 1900s in this area where I live? Because why do we hear a train as loud as you hear that? Well, instead of hearing that car sound, imagine a train sound. That's how loud it is, and everybody can hear it. And sometimes it's faint, and sometimes it's just as loud as if you heard a live car going by on the highway. Like, was there... And it's always unexpected too, because you can literally be doing something. You could be walking in the woods like I am right now, and all of a sudden you just hear that ghost train. Because there's no reason when we say ghost train is because it exists and you can hear the train whistle, but there's no trains around in this area. Yes, there is trains in West Virginia. I'm not saying that. What I'm simply saying is bumblebees. I'm trying to watch out for them. But like, what I'm saying is that here's the thing. How can there be a train whistle when there's no railway tracks, and railroad tracks, whatever you want to call it, and there's no trains, stationing anywhere, because there's no trains, like, I'm not saying there's no train stations in West Virginia, because of course there is, or if they're not there now, they used to be, but in this general area, and they sound close by, like, they sound like they're over that hill, they sound like that hill over there, that hill right over there, they sound like they're right there. But there's no rail tracks, there's no railroad tracks. There's none. Now, if you go towards, like, I think it's towards Thurmond. If you go there, there's railroad tracks, but that's in Thurmond, and that's miles away from here. Miles. It's not like it's like a mile or a mile and a half away. Because how it sounds, this like train, it sounds like it's a mile or a mile and a half away from this area. But there's none around. It's like this train noise is stuck in a time loop where it's like it's stuck in a certain time in the past, but it's in modern times and in the present. It's like, it's weird. It's like a broken time loop. You know what I mean? And it's not all the time, like, and it's certain days too, as well. And up until recently, it feels like you hear them most weeks, because at one point I said on my YouTube channel that there was, at 10 p.m. like on Wednesday or something like that, you would hear this train, right? And then at another certain point at another night. And like, but now it's any time of the day and any time of the night or any time during the week, like any day of the week. Monday through Friday, Saturday through Sunday, anytime. And you just hear this train whistle. And I've noticed something too. It's always when you're alone. You can be with another person, but it's when it's very dead silent and there's no one actually like talking. I've noticed this. I've noticed this pattern, and I notice when it happens and stuff like that. But it only happens when it's dead silent, so you can hear the living and stuff. And, you know, and it's so quiet, even the dead don't even know that there's anything going on. But like it could be dead silent. Like yesterday, it was dead silent. Yes, there was cars on the highway, but it was dead silent, and you could hear this train whistle. I got up on the top of that hill, and that's when I heard it, and it came from that way. Makes me wonder if they just took all the railroad tracks out and just said, oh, we're not doing trains anymore, and we're just gonna stop using the trains for this area or something. I don't know. Because why can we hear it? And it's not like it's like a toy. I mean, it's generally a train whistle. I seen a movie once about a ghost train, but I forgot how the plot went. But anyway, but there is a movie about like a ghost train. I think there's also one about a ghost car. I can't remember though. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there is. If it's, you know, a thought, then I'm sure it's probably a movie or a show. So, but it's crazy, man. And it's always coming from this way. Like, it's always coming, depending on where you turn, where it's the left or the right, it's always towards the valley. And match the valley right there. It's always pointing towards the valley, and you always hear it coming from out of the valley. You never hear it from over this. It's always coming from that valley. So there must have been, if anyone knows this area, well, comment below if there used to be railroad tracks over this way in that valley where I live. And if you know my area really well, comment below, because I have no idea about what happened there. I also want to know the history of it, because it's intriguing to me. It really is. It's really intriguing, because like you hear it all the time, and I just want some answers, man. I want to like uncover the truth of this ghost train. I want to know. And like, it'd be so cool for like ghost adventures or ghost hunters or something like that, and they like camp out in the middle of the woods. So ghost adventures or some ghost investigators camp like right here for like a couple nights and see if they hear it, and if they hear it, use their techie gadget stuff and see if they pick it up. Like all the perfect paranormal gear you need for that. Oh, and also another weird thing. I'll also put this in this video too. It might be me being delusional. It might be, because sometimes I guess I could be, every once in a great blue moon or whatever. But up here, this hill right here, the grass never goes brown or gray. It never turns a different color. And what's crazy about it, I've actually seen it. It can be snowing, and there's snow on the actual ground. And you think, oh, the grass would die, right? Wrong. This one doesn't. I don't know if there's like some type of like evergreen thing. Like, you know how there's some plants, they, no matter what time of the season, it's just, they always stay that green color. I think it has whatever that is in it, in this grass right here. Because that's another weird thing, because most grass, you see how all this is like grass and stuff? It's dead. Not that one. That one never dies. This one is all evergreen, always green grass. It never turns brown. Never. It never turns. I'll even prove it right now. It's green as it was yesterday. And during the winter, it's green as it was last year. Yeah, granted, I haven't been up here for a while, but it never, like, I've seen it in winter time before. It's never brown. It never dies. See how green it is? It's not even slightly brown. Grass that never goes brown. Grass that never dies. That's what I'm saying, man. It's crazy, bro. It really is crazy. Because you would think, oh yeah, well, because at our apartments, the grass there goes brown. And there's always brown patches on the grass, you know, in the grass. Not this one. No, sir. But there's farmers over there, and they have a farm and stuff. The thing is, it never goes brown. That grass never goes brown. Never turns a different color when it dies. And you think because of the cold, it would die. Nope. It doesn't even when it's cold. It's been -5 degrees here before, and it's still just as green there. Unless if someone sits there and puts more grass seed down so it looks greener. I don't know how he does it. Or something, if there's that, you know, I don't know what it's called, but it's that stuff that, it's in plants that keeps it green. And they never change color. Whatever that is called. Comment that down below too. I was in science and I learned about that, but I forgot the name of it. Anyway, my point is, it never sits there and goes brown. If you've ever had like grass like that, comment down below. It's pretty weird. Because most grass, when it's like dry, like right now, it's spring right now and it's going to be summer soon, it would go brown, right? Because it would be so dry and there wouldn't be enough rain to keep it moisturized. It would just die, right? It would just die and it would go brown, and there'd be brown patches or brown patches everywhere. Because sometimes it would, like, the brown patches in the grass would be like scattered. So anyway, I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna head back the way I came. I'll catch you guys later, but if you guys have similar experiences to me like that, let me know about all 3 stories or memories that I mentioned, like I said. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just random thoughts that I came up with, and I thought I would create a video for it. Which at the time I think is a really good idea. So I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna go phone my mom, and I'll talk to you guys later. That's pretty much it. Creep it out.